you're fat, you're ugly, and you're dumb. Would you ever say that to someone else? Likely answer is no. Hello, I'm Stephanie. I am a therapist on Long Island, New York that specializes in the treatment of eating disorders and body image issues. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about self-talk. Basically the dialogue that you're talking, the way that you talk to yourself, the dialogue that you're saying to yourself. And what would you say? Do you think that your self-talk is positive or negative? Maybe you never thought of it before. But if you're telling yourself things, if you start hearing yourself in your mind, telling yourself things like, look at your stomach, it's gross. Oh, you're so fat, you're so ugly. Look at my thighs, it's just so gross and fat and all of that. How does that make you feel? I can probably bet that it was not good. You probably feel basically like crap after you talk to yourself like that, and who could blame you? Would you ever say those types of things to another person? Again, my answer probably would be no, because it's mean, it's awful. And what makes it okay for you to talk to yourself that way? I really want you to think about that. And my bet is that there's absolutely no reason for that. There's absolutely no justification for you to deserve that. That is a mean girl inside of your head, basically a witch with a B. I feel like that's a reference that I learned from somewhere. Oh, I think Gilmore Girls. Okay, so yes, capital witch with the B, which is inside of your head. That's not right. And what happens is that when we start to say things to ourselves enough, you begin to believe it. You begin to live and breathe as though that is your truth. So if you are continuing to say these horrible things to yourself, whatever it might be referencing, whether it's eating disorder related, body image related, or something else, it starts to become something that is your self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think you're dumb, probably chances are that you're not going to be performing as well as you would like. And those types of things can really impact you and your life and your well-being. Again, if you say something enough, you will start to believe it. Anyone will start to believe it. So if you're constantly in your own mind saying these types of things, it becomes very, very detrimental. Just the same as on the opposite end, if you are constantly talking to yourself with positive affirmations and constantly being your own cheerleader, chances are you're much more likely to be a happier person and more enthusiastic and just ready to take on life. And if you ever heard of the model Ashley Graham, she is a plus size with emphasis on the quotes model. And she talks a lot about this. And one thing that I always share with a lot of my clients is one particular thing that I read about her is that when she was a teenager, she struggled very much, very greatly with body image issues. And the way that she kind of got through that, because she really realized that like her, according to her, like she is hippier and is much more bottom heavy, and that she started to having to realize that that's her body. No matter how many things she tries to do to change it, she's not going to be able to. So it was either hate herself forever or learn how to accept it and embrace it and love it. And that's what she chose, the latter. So she said that she would stand in front of the mirror every single day and tell herself, or say this out loud: I am bold, I am brilliant, and I am beautiful. And it was hard at first, of course. For anyone, it's hard. And I'll talk a lot more about positive affirmations in another video. However, for Ashley Graham, that worked for her. And it started becoming something that started to change her. And obviously, I think that most people would agree that she's a very confident model, and she is a role model for body image, for people who struggle with body image and such. So that was just one example that you may or may not have heard of, but you could do your own research and find that. So what I would like to ask from you today is to evaluate your self-talk. And again, if you don't know exactly what that is, basically your thoughts. What are you saying to yourself? Because we all talk to ourselves in our head. So what would you say? Would you say that your self-talk is more positive, or would you say that your self-talk is more negative? And a good way to know that is asking yourself, would I say this to a friend? Would I say this to someone I love dearly? And if the answer is no, it's negative. So I hope that you found this video helpful, informative, relatable, that you like this video. If you like these types of videos and you're interested in learning more about eating disorders, eating issues, body image issues, or just general mental health, I really hope that you are inclined to subscribe to my channel. So what I would ask of you is that subscribe to my channel if it's something that you're really interested in learning, or if it's something helpful for you. And also, if you're interested in learning more and like to read, I'll have a blog, and I'll leave that blog, a link to it, in the description below. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!